This is a 2v2 battle, and I wanted to post something that was just kind of fun, so this is a funner battle. I think my last video was a little too cerebral. I mean, maybe I was just thinking too much, so I just wanted to post some action. And so this game, you're just getting action. And my name is jmartin. I'm the Prussian player. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'm pretty boring. I gotta stop bringing Prussia. They're just boring. But anyway, that's me. That's me. And my partner over here, I'm super psyched to have playing with me, playing as France, is Krasnikof. And Krasnikov is a really neat dude. He's got this really quirky little sense of humor. And I'm sure none of y'all, or a few of y'all, have talked to him in person, but he's got this really smooth European accent. And I can't even duplicate it, but man, I just know if I got him over here to the States that all the girls would go crazy for him. So that's Krasnikov, or Kraz. Probably going to call him Kraz most of the time. But he's playing as France. And very fine Napoleon player, too, by the way. But he's crazy. Like, we played a handful of matches today. And in one of them on pyramids, he, like, brought a handful of cav and then all Russian line infantry and just went straight melee. I mean, just like 15 units of Russian line melee, and that's what he was doing. So he's crazy fun Krasnikov. That's him over on that side. This is me over on this side. Our opponents, two gentlemen of prime stature, playing as GB right here. This is the Dawn Part 2, who I'm lucky enough to get to play against, it seems, or play with even fairly frequently. And over here also playing as France is lightbrginger. And these two players are obviously both French, so it might make the replay a little awkward in keeping them separate. But that's what's going on. What Krasnikov is doing is he's doing the kind of rope-a-dope. There needs to be a word for this technique, but what he has is 3 old guard over on this flank, so high-quality infantry over here with just a militia meat shield. And over on this side, he has light infantry backed up by kind of regular line infantry. So he's put a ton of money into these elites right here, so he looks a little more vulnerable here, but really he's not. It's a big fake. And my opponent, the Dawn Part 2, spent the early part of this battle, like, running. You're going to notice it more in a minute, but, like, moving horizontally across the map a little bit. So it took me a while to catch up with him. And Kraz is running. I'm not running. The reason I'm not running is when the battle spawned, I don't know if you can tell, but it's raining. Rain is on, and the grassy flatlands map is weird, because if you tell it to not have rain, then it probably will have rain. Anyway, I didn't know this, but Kraz is telling me that, see if I get in close, there's some rain, that when it is raining, the rain increases fatigue effects, and that moving around in the rain is kind of the same as moving around on the pyramids map, like the rain is equivalent to the heat effect. I didn't know that, so next time you're playing in grassy flatlands in the rain, then be careful, because there's going to be fatigue. He also told me another trick. He said that, and he swore by this, he said, if you want to have no rain, then play grassy flatlands in the afternoon with light rain. Now, I haven't tested that out, but he swears that's true. I hope I'm getting it correct. But anyway, we're both moving up to our opponents. I'm zooming around a lot. Sorry about that. I'm just kind of giddy right now, having a good time. And Kraz is moving to flank on his left. The opponent is moving his own high-quality infantry. The opponent is moving, what is that, 2 old guard and a Polish? Oh, he's got 3 old guard over there. So that's 3 old guard and a Polish over there on Kraz's left, where Kraz is his 3 old guard. So that should be kind of a fair fight, which is a little unfortunate, because you don't want a fair fight with your old guard. Obviously, you just want to roll through somebody. And it looks like right now Kraz is just kind of getting his head together, deciding to make his move, and there is his move. You can see, really impressive, all his units sort of move in unison. It's hard to do. And he's charging his meat shield then to take the shots from his line, and it looks like he wants to get his guys getting in there. And I believe Kraz is going to move his cav. He has, Kraz has, oh, I need to tell the story before we start. Before this battle began, Kraz was, his whole build, this whole battle, he wanted to test out. He had this theory that a Grenadier Cheval, see that is the best cav unit in the game. He was like, a Grenadier Cheval can break a square. It can run into a square of 120 men, or a full strength square, and it can break that square. And he's like, I'm going to test it out. So this guy's whole game was really devoted to this charge by the Grenadier Cheval that he's going to put on it. Oh, they already took a casualty. So anyway, here they come. Here come Grenadier Cheval. Let's watch their charge. I think he gets pretty unlucky for two reasons. A, he's charging Old Guard. B, they get volleys out. Look at that volley they got off him. They're already down to 30, 26. He only gets the charge in with about 23 guys into the Old Guard. And he is charging Old Guard. So in this situation, the charge with the Grenadier Cheval doesn't work. What does work, though, is he's got his Chasseur Cheval on the flank shooting his opponent's general and his opponent's Old Guard, or Guard Seaman, pardon. So the charge with the Grenadier Cheval doesn't work, but he does get really good position with these Old Guard is what he's doing. And then in the middle, he's got a light on lights battle. What am I doing? Good question. I believe that, here's what happened with me. So I'm still trying to track the Don down. Still trying to track him down. He's finally moved over to this part of the map. And our engagement's about to start. And Kraz and I were chatting while this battle was going on, and he was like, I'm not doing very well, or something like that, because his charge, the Grenadier Cheval, didn't work. But obviously he was doing fine. Okay. And I was like, well, I'm just, sorry. I'm trying this new unrestricted camera, and I forget that you can't click on the minimap. Okay, but back on my side, I was like, well, so Kraz's battle is developing pretty well. I can see in the minimap. And I was like, well, I'm just about to get started. And I move my guy. I'm about to advance onto the Don. Don's being patient. He's waiting for me. And another look over at the Don. Sorry, at Kraz. Yeah, Kraz is turning this guy's flank really well. He's like, oh, there goes a charge. That's how he does it. When this battle occurred, all of a sudden, it looked like Kraz had kind of like a pretty even fight going on, and all of a sudden, like, his opponent was completely dead. And that's it. You can notice the boundary. He's going to take out these units that are disorganized. Anyway, that's how Kraz wins, if you're curious. I had sort of my light fight here. And what I'm going to do, my opponent charges Cav. The Don charges Cav. And I think I need to work on this. I think I'm hitting the square button a little too late. I need to hit the square button a little earlier. But regardless, the shots from my reserve infantry took out that Cav. I respond with my own Cav charge. This does not go well for me. He countercharges, and I wind up charging into a square. His guys countercharge me, route my Cav, and then the Don continues that charge into my line, which I don't form square. So that was really a good 1-2 punch by the Don there. Nice play, Don. Nice play. I think I do get square with my second unit, which kind of solves the problem. And at this point, I did something a little rash. I want to slow down to play, and I missed it. But what I did is I charged Lancers right in the middle of the Don's line. You notice it caused all these units to form square. I took the opportunity to wrap this unit over to get enfilading fire there. And the Don doesn't come out of square. He could to get my guy in the flank, but he doesn't. This Lancer charge in the middle really wins the battle for me, because what happens is it creates me to route this foot guard, and once the inspire ability from this foot guard is gone, then I start to get a chain route on the Don here. You're going to see, and the Don has been taking pretty accurate fire from my people. I think I misplaced that musketeer unit. They should not have been in front like that, but anyway, sort of what happens, the short version, is that I'm able to get a really good chain route effect on the Don's army. And I didn't really mean to do that. It didn't occur to me that red in that foot guard would cause a chain route, but that's maybe something that I should keep my eye out for more often. And my same Lancer unit is still going. So I get really good value out of those Lancers. Actually, I get really, really, really good value out of those Lancers. I think they're involved with the routing like 5 units. And I have a firepower preponderance here. Oh, sorry. Bad camera work. And then if I zoom back over here, Kraz is pretty much wrapped up the French guy. I think these are the French guys, only 2 units left, and the Don had done the logical thing. He had moved his guys up. I mean, and so I just Lancer charge the Don here, and I actually get some pretty nice Lancer work in. It's a real no-win situation for the Don. There's not a whole lot he can do at this point. So that's kind of how the battle ends. But anyway, I want to say good game to everyone who played. I say a good game to Kras for playing with me, and he's super fun to play with. He's super fun. You never know what he's gonna do. You never know. That's sort of makes it interesting, and no matter what he tries to do, it always seems to work. Kind of weird how that is. He must have a really interesting perspective of the game. But one of these days, I'm going to try to get him to do like a dual commentary with me on a game. So anyway, I had a great time to play with him. Again, the Don, it's always a pleasure. And Lightgiver, I think, put up a pretty good fight over there. So I want to say thanks to everybody for playing, and thank you for watching. You can check out more information at twreplays.com.